And truthfully, I mean that's a good segue because we have one card this weekend and another card obviously on Tuesday. But this card next week, these last two cards are like the last big cards of this year. And this one in particular on Saturday is one of the biggest cards this year. And literally, they kind of came out of nowhere. The Day of Reckoning, where, His Excellency in Saudi Arabia, who is like the sports minister, is also a huge boxing fan. Now, obviously, we've talked about Saudi Arabia before. Hearn has used Saudi Arabia before, has used it for the Anthony Joshua-Otto Ruiz 2 fight, as well as the Callum Smith-George Groves fight. You've heard us talk about it before. Personally, I would love to be there, but they don't serve alcohol there, so some people might not like being in Saudi Arabia.
All I got to say is, man, this is like this Saudi card. The only thing that's going in my mind, I'm sure the fighter's mind. We're getting that money.
But you have to understand too, like this card is like a miracle because this card did what American and British promoters could not do for like the last decade. Like they really tried to put a stamp on the end of the year. Right. You got Matchroom, you got Frank Warren with Queensberry, you got PBC fighters, you got top ranked fighters, you got solidifiers, you got 12 different promoters on this card, with Frank Warren being the lead promoter because this was supposed to be Fury versus Usyk in the main event. But of course, as you all know, Fury kind of struggled.
Career mode glitch caused us to not get that in the main event.
Yes, and got a little bit too much, and got a little bit more beat up than he probably expected to. Enough to warrant.
Should have lost.
Yeah, and enough to where they had to push it back, as they're like, "Oh no,
Fury got the three red rings of death on his 360. Now we got to send it back and send it back and get it. And we're gonna miss this fight."
But like I said, though, I mean, the fact that these promoters came together, like this is my idea of a stacked card. Like this is like Don King levels of stack.
Yeah.
Like if you ever see Don King back in his pay-per-views, dude used to load up like 6-7 fight undercards with and like they'd be title fights. Like
it's good fights, but I mean come on, the matchups. I don't know, man. I mean,
nah, really? Hold on, okay.
I need Wilder and Joshua.
Go down each matchup, nigga. We gonna do the report card.
I mean, I play devil's advocate. It's a good card. I'm for it, but it's like come on. I want Wilder and Joshua. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like I really want.
We know, but God, dude, like you act like we getting Wilder versus Jobber, Joshua versus Jobber.
Yeah, is this a thing too?
This is legit.
Yeah, Parker Wilder's a damn good fight. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I report card Parker Wilder.
It's an A minus.
A minus. All right.
I mean, that'd be Wilder's best win at 39, 40 years old. That'd be his best win, probably, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Pat, it's
a top 2 win. It's a top 2 win. If you win,
what's the number one?
Top 2. Because people, the only reason I say top 2 to me, it's his best. It'll be his best win. But there are people that will still argue. People say up and down over Ortiz. So you know what? Whatever. Yeah, even if you want to give
don't
Ortiz,
even think about that.
I'll give you some leeway. It's still a top 2 win. So.
Whatever. Nah, hell no, and Ortiz never been no fucking champion.
No, I agree. But people are like, well,
fuck people.
Ortiz is a better fighter than Parker, but he's not a conference.
Does Ortiz got a bigger win than Andy Ruiz?
No, he does not. And that's the funny thing. Somebody told me, he was like, this guy was, and I'm not gonna name his name because he's not worth it. But he's like, well, Ortiz almost beat Ruiz. If he didn't get knocked down 3 times, he would have beat Ruiz. And I'm like, oh, that's interesting because Parker actually beat Ruiz. So what are we talking about?
Got
one person to bring up.
Yeah. So, but
AJ. So we all agree that's an A fight then.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, absolutely.
Right, fuck pilot smoking. Okay.
Yeah, like I said, because this. I mean, number one, it's a largely heavyweight card, as significant heavyweight fights on there. Like it's the type of fight, it's the type of card that heavyweights need because heavyweights needed a shot in the arm because they weren't getting it done this year. Like, Joshua had his, he's fought. This will be his third fight this year. He hasn't looked that great, and I say this as a Joshua fan. Wilder's been wildly inactive. Fury had, struggle mode. It's a whole bunch of.
You've only had maybe 3 worthwhile heavyweight fights this year. The Zhang fights with
Joe Joyce,
Juggernaut, Anderson and Martin.
Yeah.
And the first fight with the Johnny Rice fight in January
with Guido Villanelle,
yeah. If we're talking about significant matchups where pieces were moved type shit, like okay, like that's it. Like those 3 fights, everything else was just okay. We just put it together, the heavy big niggas. But as far as like significant fights for the division, you only had 3. So now you, like Pat said, you getting a gang of these shits right now to move the division. So shake up the board, and now we could go into next year like, okay, who's here?
Yeah, and that's the big thing. Because like I said, heavyweights absolutely needed a card like this. And it's good too because like I said, you haven't heard any of the bullshit politics like A side, B side shit. I mean, even now, they announced obviously Joshua is the main event of the card, but you ain't hear nothing. You ain't hear no bullshit. You actually the fighters are actually promoting the fight. They're actually making commercials. Like you actually have fucking Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua in a fucking commercial with Frank Warren and Eddie Hearn promoting this shit.
That commercial was next level. Like, yeah, that's the type of shit we need. Like, why them niggas on the other side always get the rawest fucking boxing commercials and shit? Like, we don't even get dope boxing pay-per-view commercials no more. Like,
hell no. Like, I can't even tell you the last time I even saw a dope boxing on this side. Like,
dude, we have to go like, okay, like, as far as it goes, my favorites in the last 30 years, the Floyd and Mosley, because the Spartacus angle.
Well, no, Haney and Prograde was those.
Haney and Prograde with the black and white shit was fire.
Yeah, that was hard.
And I love the I know this is random, the Mayorga de la Hoya.
That was
that shit was fire. With De La Hoya going through the walls, and it's like Mayorga's at the end on some like, yeah, I'ma fuck this dude up type shit. So like, but yeah, we don't even like, and them shits ain't even big budget. They just creative. But these niggas did a whole Day of the Reckoning.
Yeah, Resident Evil, and they actually I thought
zombie shit.
And for a minute, I thought it was like animation or some shit or AI shit, but that's like it's actually them, like they're actually doing it, like acting. Like, fucking Herkovich. You got Otto Wallin as a fucking. You got Dimitri Bivol.
The first zombie looked like Rick Glazer. The first zombie in that commercial looked like Rick Glazer.
Yeah, like that's what shit was so wild. It's like, goddamn, like these actually look like they're actually having fun doing this shit. Like, it's just like, and the shit went hard. So like this was different.
They did look like they had fun though, but that's the thing. You can't play boxing. But you can have fun.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
Yes,
There's
sir.
a fucking difference. You can't play boxing, but you can have fun.
Yeah. And this is where I know some people don't like the fact. Because obviously with this card like that, I think a lot of people don't like it because that Wilder's actually on there. So Wilder's not gonna be on Prime for quite some time because he's signed for 2 or 3 fights, give or take.
He's not even a PBC fighter anymore, really. Because with what he said, he's basically a Saudi PBC fighter.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So cause they showed him the money, so that knows like none of them are, every one of them are getting paid out the ass.
He could be fighting in Pluto for all I care. As long as we're getting big fights, I don't care.
Yeah, and for once, and usually I'm not the one type to really praise Wilder like that, but it seems like career-wise, he's actually making moves now because I think he realizes,
Yeah, he fucked up that first time. Yeah, we could say it. He fucked up that first time not taking that damn $120 million.
Yeah. But now it seems like I think now because the Saudi, obviously Saudis like they showed them the money. It's like okay, well, yeah, as long as as long as the roads lead to Joshua and then me facing Usyk or Fury or whatever, hey, and so he seems that at least now he understands that there's a path that he can follow.
It's ain't shit to understand. You don't turn down that type of money twice,
right?
Especially if the opportunity comes within 5 years.
Yeah.
Nigga, who gets them opportunities? So, he had to take that. Like,
right? Because the
real loser is Andy Ruiz this year.
Yeah. Andy Ruiz is like I know he's saying there. It's like dude had been. I mean, like I said, he's already benefited from the Saudi payday. Like, this is the reason why it's hard to get his ass back in the ring because he got.
But the fact he's like the missing player out the whole year.
Yeah.
The whole year, because now with this card, you could legit kind of say the heavyweight division kind of transpired. You can't say, well, shit, heavyweight ain't shit happening.
He definitely looked, kind of ducked. I want to say he kind of ducked Wilder. You know what I'm saying? And backfired on him.
They just ain't make it. Like they but it benefited him more to take it, but. Niggas with they A-side, B-side bullshit, but now he's more left out than Butte out of the damn Super 6.
Facts.
like, dude, what are you doing? Like, if you would have fought earlier this year, it's not as bad because it's like, oh, you got your fight in. Fuck it, I ain't dealing with Wilder, whatever. Like, all right, cool. No, but you didn't fight at all, and then it's like we said, like. You still had 3 significant fights before this card and other little fights, so other niggas was still active, even if that fight wasn't no significant big fight.
Right.
You had a Jagba, you had Frank Sanchez fought this year too, right?
Yeah, and he's fighting on this card.
He got rocked really bad on his last fight too. So.
Oh yeah. So, but I'm saying, so God, that makes Ruiz shit look even worse.
Yeah.
But yeah, enough of him, man. Like let's get to the niggas who made the right decision.
Right. So, and basically, I'll start. So, we want to start from top to bottom or bottom up.
Start from the beginning.
Let's start from the bottom up. Oh,
okay.
The only way is up.
Now, I'll say the one fight here that I don't like because really he shouldn't be fighting is Philip Hrgovic facing Mark Demori. Mark Demori is only known for getting knocked out in one by David Haye. And he's like 42 years old. Like, this is the only fight where I'm just like, this is where Ruiz could have came in. Ruiz could have faced Hrgovic in that fight. That was his spot because Hrgovic, for whatever reason, Hrgovic, even though
that would have been a good fucking fight too.
Yeah, even though Hrgovic is not really a boogeyman anymore, they still in a way he's still moving because no one really wants to fight him, except for Zhang. Zhang still wants his get back. But Zhang probably
this is the fight that if you're running late getting your food or whatever, this is that fight for that, because this is gonna be a KO in the first 1 or 2 rounds.
Well, getting your breakfast because it's mad early, right? It matter early.
Last more than 2 rounds.
Yeah, this is the brunch fight, nigga.
Yeah,
if this lasts more than 2 rounds, something went horribly wrong.
Yeah. And to answer Pile's question, it starts at 11 a.m. Eastern time, so probably it's probably what 8 for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss the whole card. Shit.
Oh yeah. You're sleepy, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, and
we'll hit you up though, man, because we know how you used to stay up late with us with them Australian cards.
Yeah. But I mean, obviously, everyone, Hrgovic will knock dude out, and it shouldn't take him no more than 2 rounds to do it either. So it's
so finish up your French toast and your
eggs,
your omelet,
your turkey bacon.
No, your bacon, your regular fucking bacon.
Your beef bacon and turkey bacon, nigga. So
your pork bacon.
No, this nigga's incorrigible.
Applewood's hickory smoked out fucking bacon, nigga.
Yeah, so yeah.
Or if you a real nigga, you eating leftover fried chicken or pizza or some shit from Friday.
Yeah. And truthfully, that might actually be because I'm not cooking after Thursday shit. So that might actually be the move to have some leftover pizza in the fridge or some shit.
Yeah. Then got your little drink in there, and you're like, oh shit, boxing at 11 a.m.
Yeah,
nigga, it's gonna feel like Saturday in the 90s when motherfucking X-Men used to come on, nigga.
Facts, nigga.
You be like, boxing. Nigga. Oh shit, I'm hyped. Fuck that, nigga.
Yeah, and then after that, you have what we mentioned before, Frank Sanchez facing Junior Fa. And again, Sanchez is now in a fight where now he should really highlight real Junior Fa.
He got rocked on the PBC YouTube card last fight he was out. So I expect him to get this guy out early because Junior Fa got.
Yeah, but Junior Fa is just garbage.
Yeah. He just big or whatever.
Yeah, he's big. Like when old ass Lucas Brown can knock you the fuck out in one round, you're basically Frank Sanchez is basically a fight for him. Like, okay, look, we're trying to sell you to the American public as a next point for someone, so we need you to knock this big motherfucker out cold.
Actually, hold on. Him and Herkovich gotta look good so they could get matched up the next time.
Well, yeah, Herkovich is I mean, at least Herkovich gets the knockouts, whatever. He's having
Sanchez last fight, but he got rocked really bad against some random jobber. So
yeah, so Sanchez.
So this still a brunch fight then. This still a breakfast brunch fight, right?
Yeah, but Sanchez should get rid of Fa. I mean, does anyone think any other Sanchez might get
4 rounds?
Sanchez in 3 or 4.
Yeah, Sanchez
we talking about. So I'll go 4.
Yeah, I'll probably go with 5.
Sanchez
in what? In 3? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
3 or 4 makes sense. Yeah.
Pick one, nigga.
4.
Oh, okay.
All I know is if Fa wins, my parlay is gonna be blowing the hell because there's no parlay I'm putting in that has this nigga winning. So, and he's not going to. It's not going to be.
Oh yeah.
Better make up a new one on the fly. Better make up a new one on the fly if he wins.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like,
I ain't gonna lie. This ain't the fight that just place everything on one bet parlay. Like you gotta hit like 3 and 4
mix and match
bets. Yeah, mix and match.
Yeah. I already have one parlay in. Next parlay I'm putting in there is more round based rather than just flat out like win or lose. Like it's got a little bit more predictions because. But yeah, that one I'm not. Yeah, that one is. Yeah, Junior Fa it should not win. If he wins, I'm gonna be pissed because none of my policies is gonna have him winning. So, that's just the way it is. And then the next fight after that it's a weird one because you have one that's been undefeated for a long time and you don't know why, and then you have one who has been on the ESPN Plus cards in Canada, beating down motherfuckers. We got Makhmudov and Ajit Caballo. Now Caballo is weird because he has a win over Derek Chisora when he was still serviceable, like when Chisora was actually still a player in the heavyweight division.
Yeah, that was so long ago.
Yeah, and then he's only fought like once a year after that against old.
He ain't done diddly squat since.
Which is the weirdest thing. Like he apparently he was like, you know what? I don't think I want to go up any higher than Chisora. So if Makhmudov doesn't knock this fool the fuck out, I'll be incredibly surprised.
Damn, so hold on, another brunch.
Nah, this will be a first round. Makhmudov has that hard strength.
Makhmudov is a fucking. I mean, I've seen him in person. Like I've seen him like that motherfucker is big as shit. Like he's that's a big.
He's the guy on top condition.
So we should be getting like, all right. So we getting.
This might be a quick card. I mean, unless they pace it, this might be a quick ass card.
This might be a quick. Well, the first.
I don't want all that goddamn celebrating and bullshit. Oh Lord, have mercy. These niggas, yeah, man.
Wait, hold up. Is it Bivol gonna be on the card too?
Yeah, I haven't gotten to that shit, nigga.
Yeah, he going. Y'all said from the bottom up, right?
Yeah.
Probably. This is the third fight we just did.
Yeah,
I'm just making sure. I'm just confirming. I'm not saying let's go to that one now. I'm just confirming.
Yes, and Makhmudov, like I said, dude, he should probably get rid of dude probably within 3 rounds, max, unless dude gets on his bike.
Fuck that! Get on his bike shit. niggas cut the ring off every day, B. That shit ain't no excuse.
Makmadov, even though he struggled against Takam, he knocks these level guys out. You know,
yeah.
Get him out.
Caballo, you know, has seen, you know. Yeah, that dude has wasted his opportunity. Like, I mean, for the fact, I mean, they got him. Like, hey, this is a step up fight for him, but he should get knocked the fuck out. Like, this should be another highlight reel type of fight. Like, Rush and they ain't no distance gonna be lasting unless he gets on his bike and runs around the fucking ring. You know, and then fourth fight we have what was supposed to be a cruiserweight title fight, which would probably just be the ring title. We have Jai Apatea, you know, the ring and lineal cruiserweight champion.
He dropped the title, right?
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say he could drop it because IBF was going to strip him.
He dropped it for the money. He dropped it for the bag. I can't.
He throws the money over the belt.
I do it too. Cruiserweight, no offense. I mean, it's cruiserweight. Yeah, you can get that bag.
Yeah, because the Saudis, because he's getting $650,000 for this fight, and he signed for 3 fights, so he's getting like $2 million easy. And that type of money is not really shown in cruiserweight like that. So it's like
not at all. Yeah, take that bag. Okay.
Yeah, so he gets
$65K.
Yeah, so he's facing someone. He's facing probably the only person here I've never seen fight in this whole card, with Ellis Zorro, who's 17-0. And judging by what I saw on YouTube, Jai probably doesn't have too much to worry about. He'll probably beat dude down.
Yeah,
Jai got skills. Jai got super skills.
Yeah, although I think at least the Saudis, when they actually try to make highlights for Zorro, they actually made highlights for Zorro, which was, again, you know, people are actually putting effort into actually promoting some of the opponents on this shit too. So I mean, and then of course
he's 17-0. I hope he has some highlights. Yeah, if I'm 17-0 and I don't have highlights, then it's a problem. Yeah, I'm up at the office like, yo, nigga, where my YouTube highlights at? Like, what the fuck is this?
Well, and he definitely found some too. So like, okay, I mean, now if Apatea again, like, if Apatea obviously loses, it'll be a huge upset, and and that'll be probably a problem, a big problem.
Then they'll run that back on the next card.
On the next Saudi card. And then I
feel there's got to be at least one upset. I don't think Jai got talent, so I don't think. I mean, but there's got to be one upset on this, right?
Oh, yeah, it's gonna be like if you have 8 fights, there's gonna be one upset. Someone's gonna upset it. And
most of the upsets might come in the top half, though.
Yeah, and it's definitely gonna come in. And to me, it's gonna come in this fight with Daniel Dubois and Gerald Big Baby Miller. Like, that fight is first of all, Big Baby Miller is making the most of his fucking opportunities. Like, a year ago, this motherfucker was doing security for Floyd Mayweather and shit. You know, now this motherfucker is coming out there.
Yeah, well, that's because he was shooting up. Nobody told him to shoot up with be
3
Universal
different
Soldier.
PEDs
That's
and shit like that. Yeah,
I mean, but if you're gonna suit up, you may as well work for Floyd. You'll probably be the most paid roid head out there, nigga.
I mean, he's the kind of reason why this fucking AJ Wilder fight, I mean, partially never happened at his apex.
Yeah, of course it is. Like,
he's a huge reason why it never happened, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Wilder not taking fucking 120 mil to use.
Well, that too, but I'm saying he indirectly ruined AJ.
Yeah, well, yeah, because he had to shoot up with all those roids, and then they had to find a replacement opponent, and they found
got someone more deserving and dangerous.
Yeah, and and Ruiz beat him because he was actually in condition. He was where he needed to be mentally, and he was hungry, and not just for food either. So it was like, his whole chain of events, But Big Baby, like, he's been in the fucking just today. There's two clips of him arguing with Dubois again and talking shit to Anthony Joshua. Like,
he's selling it.
He's been relentless. Like the "I smell pussy" clip, and telling Joshua he didn't fight nobody, and Canadian got Dubois non-talking ass. And Dubois is a whole disappointment to me. Like, number one, first of all, at the damn conference. Frank Warren had to tell him, like, yo, talk some shit. Well, you're going to see when we get in the ring. Like, you make sure you're clean. Like, nigga, what kind of talk shit is that? Like, talk some fucking shit to this nigga, Big Baby Miller. This nigga needs 3 different steroids to fight. Nigga, the fuck is you doing? Like,
Duval's like that WWF nigga that was a big beast but had no mic skills at all. he
was Virgil. Then nigga was Virgil. Yeah. Yeah, it was like, that is, like, it was like, but Dubois, I'm not sold on Dubois anymore because dude seems like he crumbles too easily for as big as he is, and Big Baby Miller, for as as struggle as I think he is, again, he has an engine that most heavyweights don't have. Even though
he got a pharmacist most fucking heavyweights don't have. Salute, Kang son, what it do?
I do expect Drew Miller to win. I mean, if Dubois wins, I know that Dubois the favorite, but it's an upset to me if Dubois wins. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't think he's gonna. I think I'm picking the guy that actually seems to has punch resistance. Like Miller is a
winner soldier.
Miller's a plus 400 underdog.
Does he though? I mean, I don't know if he has punch resistance like that anymore because he was getting rocked by old ass Lucas Brown in his last fight.
I mean, he's been winning.
Lucas Brown could crack though.
He's been winning his fights. So, I mean, I'm picking Miller.
Dubois a better fighter at this point in his career still than old ass Lucas Brown.
Yeah, but
Dubois don't throw no fucking punch.
Dubois a 10 man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, like that nigga.
Yeah, like I tried, but Dubois that whole. I mean, granted, the Usyk fight, yes, there's argument he knocked Usyk out, but it's the fact that he crumbled so easily even after that. It was just like, I just don't see it. I don't see it with Dubois anymore.
Yeah, he has
Big Baby's not as good as a boxer as Usyk.
No, Dubois a 10 man. I'm sorry. I mean, even though he might have got quote unquote.
Joey saying as good a boxer as Usyk.
Even though he might have got screwed off the title or whatever, people want to say he didn't. He doesn't. He's chinny, and I mean, he's chinny, and it seems like his heart can be questioned, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, I'll put it this way: if Dubois goes past like 4 rounds with Miller and he hasn't dented him, it's gonna get ugly. Miller's just going to. It's gonna walk him down. It's just gonna work him over. Yeah, because I mean, that's what I see. Because I just don't see Dubois doing anything different. He's not. I don't think he's gonna knock him out later or anything like that. Now, if Dubois knocks him out, I'll laugh because it'll be funny because it'll be like But of course, my parlay will be blown because of that. But
it'll be well deserved.
I'm making one with both. So.
I say
it'll be like the Bridges fight.
I say Miller in 5. I say Miller in 5.
Miller in 7.
Miller in 6.
Dubois in 7. Yep.
I mean, hey, it could be like I mean, like I said,
I can see that.
Like
Dubois fight like he give a damn. He said Dubois. This fight is made for Dubois to win. You know what I mean? If he fights like he give a damn, but a lot of times he don't, and we know Miller going to have some type of energy, intensity. So it's like, dude, if Dubois had been realized his potential and fought like he gave a damn, nobody would be thinking he's getting his ass whipped by Miller.
Facts. Yeah. But let's say that's what makes this fight intriguing to me, because it's intriguing to a lot of people, because it's just like, because Big Baby obviously needs a layup back into the consciousness of like heavyweight boxing, and Dubois needs something to wipe the taste out because of his horrible defeats. So it's like, so it's a crossroads fight basically. Like the loser probably will have a hard time rebounding. Especially Big Baby Miller, especially that nigga. So like,
the only way niggas' reputation don't hit a snag is if they go the distance in a fight of the year,
right?
And they slugging it out, and it's like, oh shit, like I can see these niggas fight again, like I can see this rematch or whatever. But if it's some sloppy half-ass fight, then
then somebody better get knocked the fuck out,
Plus, if Big Baby was still on the street, I would pick him. But he said he getting tested like 5 times
As he should. Fuck him. You know what I mean?
This ain't the old big baby. He ain't juiced up no more. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see what weight he comes in. Like if he comes in, well, it depends if he's training hard. If he comes in like in the low 300s or whatever, then I'm like, okay, he was at least training or something. But if this nigga's like 340, 350, then I know he's just like it's on some other shit. Like with him, like he's probably not. He probably didn't train as hard enough. But yeah, no, it should be a good slugfest. And then we have Dimitri Bivol as the only champion that defended his belt against Lyndon Arthur. And Lyndon Arthur was the one, of course, he beat Anthony Yard sometime back, up in a minor upset. So I mean, it's actually
Yard got that get back.
Yeah, and again, Yard got his get back, but Lyndon Arthur
knocked him out.
Yeah. And Lyndon Arthur is a decent fighter. It's like he's not a bum by any means. But Bivol is Bivol right now. Bivol is at still at a high peak though. But it's one of those things. It's one of those situations that if Bivol fights, because this is a downgrade from beating up the likes of Canelo and Zerto. Like it is. Right. So it's like, obviously, I mean, any other time I would say, Bivol would knock him out, but Bivol hasn't knocked anyone out since his HBO days. So it's
the thing is, Arthur got dropped in his last fight against some random dude. So,
I understand that though, but Bivol hasn't put anyone on the canvas
in a long time.
In a minute. Like it's been a while.
It's been a minute. I'm picking Bivol by KO just because we need one.
Really?
We need one from him.
Yeah, Bivol. To me, Bivol. I'm gonna pick a decision, and only because, like I said, in front of things, I remember dudes stopping people, but I just don't think he's gonna do it. It'll probably be one of those situations. He'll probably just fight in first gear, unless Lyndon shakes him up a little bit, which is possible. Yeah. It probably won't happen. P, what about you?
Got possible stinker on it though. Them two jabbing ass niggas.
Yeah, this is a UD Vol. So yeah. UD Vol with another UD. He ain't beat nobody else up, but I'm not gonna say it.
You think
it'd just be a decision fight, man? King P done said it, yo.
It's gonna be a stinker. I'm picking Bivol and 8. I'm trying to be positive here. I'm trying to be optimistic.
I mean, it's possible. Look, if Bivol gets aggressive with it and just ups the volume, Yard's been hurt before. He's been stopped and dropped, whatever. So Bivol has the goods to do it if he wants to, but it's up to him really. And usually, if it's up to him, he gonna decision a nigga.
Right. Because like I said, Bivol's not gonna put as much energy as he has to be up for this fight. In this case, they're paying him a lot of money, and the incentive is too, because he said it in an interview today, that obviously that the Saudis want to make the fight with him and Better Beef. So it's like, and so Bivol. So now that the Saudis is talking about they want to make the fight, so this fight's going to happen as long as Better Beef clears Callum Smith in January. Without that, hopefully he should. If Father Time hasn't gotten hold of him,
that's a big ask though. That's a big if.
It is.
Callum Smith, I felt like always been a light heavyweight. I don't know how he got the fucking 168.
Right, and he's punching much harder. But then we have to talk about Better Beef, who's probably one of the top 2 or 3 punches in the sport today.
He's pushing 42, but that's another story for another day.
Yeah. So it's like,
this will be the one easy UD of the night. Bivol ain't beating nobody else up, but it's why I won't go there.
Yeah. And now we get to the co-main of the card. Where we have one Deontay Wilder and we have one Joseph Parker. And honestly, it's one of those situations where, as much because I made the bet on this too for this fight to end in the first round. I honestly think Wilder will knock him out in the first round. I just don't. I mean, Parker for the most part. I think
it's gonna last more than one. I'll give Parker a little bit of credit in that he's not that fragile. Like, it's gonna take some stuff to put him away.
Well, I wouldn't say that fragile. This is Wilder right hand. Like, unless Wilder decides to have a jabbing contest with dude,
I will still give Parker the benefit of the doubt in that he's just not going to crumble off the first right hand he takes. It'll be a couple of right hands, but it won't be the first one.
So what? Because Wilder himself predicted, he said this fight won't go more than 3 or 4 rounds. So he might be more.
This is possible.
It will. It'll go more than 3-4 rounds, but it won't go more than 6.
So that's your prediction, 6 rounds?
Yes.
What about you, LB?
8.
Pilot? Pilot left.
My fault. Yeah, my fault. I didn't have me. Wilder in 2.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, like pretty much now Wilder, because obviously the stakes are high for this one. So Wilder, in order to get to the Anthony Joshua fight, has to clear Parker. And honestly, like I said, everything to me is just pointing to just one right hand getting rid of Parker. And I honestly think he's gonna get rid of him early. Like,
I don't know. I just think Parker a little too savvy, a little too focused now for it to be that simple. And he has a decent chin. He got little quick hands for the power. Like, he's going to be one of the guys who has the firepower to kind of go at Wilder. He's been in the Fury camp. Like, I see Parker giving Wilder a little bit of issues, but
that's a good point. He wasn't the Wilder. He wasn't
right.
He
and
wasn't,
on top of that, he's been acting like this is going to be Joseph Parker's 4th fight this year. Like,
yeah, so he's acting ready. Like, honestly, like this might be an upset. Like, but like I think Wilder going to zero in on him, but because it's not like Parker's the best defense guy or whatnot.
I don't know, he's not.
And Joyce cracks his chin something serious. I know Parker's the much younger dude, but in boxing years, his best days are past it. You know what I mean?
Bro's not that much younger. He's 33. We're the same age. Me and Parker are the same age. He ain't a spring chicken.
No, I know, but I'm saying for a heavyweight, 33 is relatively young. But in his case, he's peaked a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? That Ruiz fight was like almost 10 years ago, like almost 6-7 years ago.
Yeah, and then Wilder is 38, and he's only had one fight in the last 2 years. So it's like, that's the thing. Like, I mean, honestly, the later this fight goes, the more it favors Parker. Obviously, because it's like, Wilder has not gone 12 rounds in a while, and he's not, he hasn't been in the ring like that. So it's like, there's only so many times, like I said, if the right hand doesn't land within, like I said, it could be trouble for him, But I think Wilder knows he needs this fight. He needs this fight like immediate because he has to get this. If he loses this fight, his legacy is not going to be pretty. It's not going to be pretty damn good.
Nope.
Yeah, he needs this win. I mean, this arguably would be his best win, so he definitely needs this.
Yeah, so man, Quan Chi talking shit. Shuttleworth asleep. Yeah, so.
I'm struggling, but I'm up, nigga.
Yeah, he's a soldier.
It's late. It's past midnight.
Yeah, like,
yeah. Well, for him, he's a vampire usually.
I took a nap earlier, but it's like, just sitting here. Y'all got to remember, like, we sitting here in one spot talking boxing, and there'll be little dull moments because this ain't no hype, funny shit. Like, we talking about Wilder Parker, where it's like, it's a good fight, no one expected to happen, so we just trying to see what round a nigga gonna get knocked out in.
Right.
But there's a possibility like this is one of those cards where you could do one parlay on everybody for an upset, or just like pick 3 upsets and you might hit one of these.
One of these. What fight, real quick, do y'all think has the best chance of upset?
I already said mine. I said
the Miller fight. That's the
Miller Dubois.
The Miller fight. And hold on, Miller's the underdog, right?
Yes, yeah. Miller's the underdog.
Yeah.
So I would say the Miller fight.
He's only winning it, and at least with the Miller fight, it's easier because he's only getting a KO. If Miller wins, it's going to be by knockout. It's going to be by stoppage. I could see an avenue for Dubois winning either a decision or by KO. So
I don't even think Dubois be damn active enough. He could lose a fucking decision and shit.
Right. But easily. But it's I mean, Dubois and Miller is the fight I'm tapping for a short upset. And then
do a parlay with Miller, Parker, and Wallin.
And then for some reason, people are also tapping on Wallin actually upsetting Anthony Joshua in the main event too. There's a lot of that.
There's a better chance of that. I feel like.
Huh? That is not happening. I'm sorry. Y'all are gassing the fuck out of me.
I'm more worried about Parker Wilder than Wallin Joshua.
Yeah, I think Wallin's more. I think Wallin's more live dog to me than Parker is. That's just my opinion.
Like what are Wallin's advantages over Josh? Because people are just hyping the fuck out. Like I've seen him fight a couple of times. Like he's not.
He can box. He's good. He got skills.
AJ is not the same guy he once was.
He's good, but he's not that.
But I'm saying AJ is a damn near broken man. It feels like
he ain't that fucking broken.
I
think about this, pilot. Yo, is Wallin any much better than Jermaine Franklin? They're about the same level, right?
Forgot all about Franklin. We'll see.
No, I'm just asking you now. Nigga.
I don't know.
They fight Saturday. Ain't you seen enough of them already?
I have to say, for now, yes.
They're about the same little.
Except didn't Wall like who
Wallin's beating Brazil. He's beaten. Well, he lost to Fury.
He beat Gassiev.
He beat Gassiev. He beat Gassiev recently, which is a pretty good win. So that's who it was. Gassiev. So.
Yeah, so and of course, like I said, Wallin in the rightful world would have been the first to stop Tyson Fury had the commission didn't start cheating.
They should have, that was.
Fucking cheat him and shit like that, But it was Wallin is like a wild card because you don't really know his true abilities in his division. He has that one loss and he should have won, so it's like he's a good opponent for Anthony Joshua now because Anthony Joshua. Because he can't have a moment, so he can't be in his head fighting Wallin like at all, else upset will happen. And Wallin does punch. He does have a respectable punch. You know what I'm saying? Because if you can wobble Gassiev and Fury in fights, like you can punch. So it's like,
the thing is, this fight could look like Joshua.
He didn't even wobble Fury.
I know he never wobbled Fury. I don't know what the fuck he was saying.
In the final round, he hit him with the left hook, and Fury started, backpedaling, going to the corner and shit like that. That motherfucker
he was not hurt. He
wasn't hurt.
No, his eye was fucked though. His eye was
cracked.
His eye was fucked, but I don't know if he wobbled.
Yeah, the eye was busted, but he also got cracked in the 12th round. Like Fury wasn't. I mean, everyone said that he was in trouble. Like I don't know what you niggas was watching, but that nigga was in trouble.
Yeah, Wilder got lucky.
He was in trouble because of the eye, not because he was serious.
He didn't get punched in the eye. He got punched in his jaw. What the hell are you talking about?
He wasn't hurt. That's what niggas saying. Like he was already on some defensive shit. So when that shot hit him, he was just on some.
He got hit with a southpaw shot, which he didn't expect, and he was hurt, and he got hurt.
If Wallin doesn't like whatever power Wallin has, he doesn't show it most of the time. Most of the time, he's doing pity pat jabs and backpedal. So, come on, whatever. I just don't. I don't see it with Wallin.
Yeah, I mean, he could box. He's capable, and he got decent pop.
Yeah. All I know is he's not. He's far from easy work because if it was easy work, he should have been beaten more. He should have been beaten again. It's not easy work. That's why I'm like, this is
another low volume counter puncher. Joshua will win an easy decision. I'm sorry.
I don't see a knockout.
No, I don't think he'll knock. I don't think he'll knock.
I think Joshua will decision him too because Wallin he's tough. He's a tough guy, so it's not like I'm not. It's not. He hasn't been down yet, as far as I know. And he's fought people that could put him down. So like I think Joshua will probably beat him by decision.
Man, Joshua better knock this nigga out.
I say AJ KO in 8, but it's gonna look a little alarming for a sec. I feel like, but I think AJ will stop him in 8.
What about you, LB?
10.
10? Oh. So yeah, obviously, I want to see the KO too, because that KO needs to happen because like I said,
We need both
Wilder and Joshua need to both have spectacular KOs in order to really sell their fight. Which I'm pretty sure the post is already made. This guy, because Portland's it's gonna be in March, so yeah, they have to actually do it. But yeah, it's gonna be a long card, and I'm wondering too. The Saudi Arabians will have like celebs and all that shit like they did for the Fury and Ngannou fight.
See, this is the thing. These niggas is trying to have a fucking celebration day, and it's like, hold on, is there boxing that night that day?
No.
Oh, okay, that's
it. That's it for the year.
It better not happen.
No, that's not it for the year. That's it for Saturday.